A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development, the Trump administration has announced the partial withdrawal of approximately 2,000 California National Guard troops from Los Angeles, following a deployment that was met with considerable opposition from state officials. The Pentagon confirmed the decision on Tuesday, stating that the troops would begin demobilizing after being sent to the city over a month ago to address protests and unrest related to immigration enforcement. This deployment, which included around 4,000 National Guard members and 700 active-duty Marines, was ordered by President Trump despite objections from California Governor Gavin Newsom. Newsom has been vocal about his disapproval of the federal government's actions, labeling the deployment as a political maneuver that has unnecessarily disrupted the lives of the troops and their families. The National Guard has been pulled away from their families, communities, and civilian work to serve as political pawns for the president in Los Angeles, Newsom stated. While nearly 2,000 of them are starting to demobilize, the remaining Guards members continue without a mission, without direction, and without any hopes of returning to help their communities. The deployment was initiated in early June in response to protests against immigration and customs enforcement actions, with the administration arguing that the troops were needed to maintain order and protect federal property. However, local officials and Newsom contended that the presence of the National Guard could escalate tensions and was not warranted. The legal battle over the deployment has been contentious, with Newsom filing a lawsuit to block the federalization of the troops. Initially, a district court sided with Newsom, ruling that Trump's actions were unlawful. However, an appellate court later allowed the deployment to continue, stating that the president likely acted within his authority under Title 10, which permits the federal government to mobilize state National Guard troops in certain circumstances. Vice President J.D. Vance, during a visit to Los Angeles, expressed support for the deployment, stating that the Guard and Marines were essential in addressing the situation. He noted that the conditions in the city had improved but emphasized the need for law enforcement to uphold federal laws to prevent further military involvement. With the partial withdrawal now underway, Newsom has called on the Trump administration to return all remaining National Guard troops. He argued that their continued presence is detrimental to California's efforts to combat wildfires, as the state's fire response teams are reportedly operating at reduced capacity due to the deployment. These men and women signed up to serve, not to be Trump's political props, Newsom stated. It's time to send them all home. The situation underscores the ongoing tensions between state and federal authorities regarding immigration enforcement and emergency management, particularly in a state that faces unique challenges such as wildfires. As the remaining troops stay in Los Angeles, it remains to be seen how the situation will evolve and whether further withdrawals will occur in the coming days. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.